American Jewish World Service believes that pursuing justice is a Jewish obligation. When Jews are instructed, take care of the widow and the orphan, remember the other and the stranger, we're told to do that because we remember what it was like to have been strangers ourselves.
The Rabbinical Student Delegation is in its 4th year. Every year we've been taking 25 rabbinical school students from a dozen seminaries, a dozen rabbinical schools have been represented.
There's a sense that we're not only representing ourselves, but we're representing schools and we're representing movements.
The experience that we're having here together means that I can speak with confidence about my rabbinic colleagues in the field who care about the same things as I do.
I think this will have a great impact on my life as a rabbi, actually.
The fact that we are here and showing that we care, our mere presence does instill a sense of hope. There are a number of goals for the program. The first is to instill in a group of future rabbis and future leaders of the Jewish community a real commitment to global justice. Another is to demonstrate again for the partners that we work with in the developing world that the leaders of the American Jewish community are deeply concerned with their well-being.
This morning we went out into a parcel of land owned by a sweet man named Don Benedicto. It's almost symbolic, the work that we're doing here, because it's a drop in the bucket, but finally today was actually that drop, and that drop means a lot to me. To create that sense of community that now includes Don Benedicto.
Ella no habla español, pero son los grandes amores de muchos colores, me gustan a mí.
You are affected much differently when you're face to face with it. When you encounter it personally, suddenly the values that have been preached, that you've always subscribed to, become that much more resonant.
Por ejemplo, una de las cosas que nosotros inicialmente escuchábamos y hemos ido comprendiendo el significado, por ejemplo, del concepto Tikkun Olam, que para nosotros lo vemos hecho realidad cada vez que recibimos una delegación.
For me, the whole issue of social justice in action is certainly, for me, one of the most important commitments that I would like our students to have when they leave.
AJWS also has a curriculum, a series of lessons or text study pieces that we do to help give our participants context and conceptual framework and Jewish perspective on the issues that we confront.
This is going to be a text study. We'll see that I think there are significant elements of social justice and action that are inherent in this.
Such an interesting session last night where we were supposed to, think about things that we were struggling with and things that we were surprised about. Our struggles were really similar. I think we're all really benefiting from each other's new eyes.
Rabbinical school students who often don't sit around a table and struggle together with the questions of davening, of prayer, of Shabbat observance, of kashrut, work those things out here in a way that they may not be able to in their denominational schools and settings.
I was sitting on the bus next to a student from Chovevei, the Orthodox yeshiva that's represented here. And over the course of the few hours we were sitting on the bus, we managed to develop a rapport. And then that relationship that we developed then and that continues today, and I hope will continue for a long time, was really powerful for me.
After this year, we'll have 100 alumni and connecting them with our AJWS Rabbinical Council so that we can maintain dialogue with them and maintain a presence and connection in communities all over the United States.
I was saying to somebody on the bus coming back from working with Don Benedicto that returning to my rabbinic internship in Scarsdale, I'll speak his voice and share the experiences that we had together. And he's a real voice that's now sort of in my head, speaking out a little bit about his hopes and dreams.
Porque hablamos de personas que no conocen, digamos, nuestra realidad, que no, digamos, posiblemente nunca la han vivido. No se trata de contribuir, no se trata de ayudar, sino que realmente de involucrarse en lo que es la vida de nuestras comunidades, ¿verdad? Por eso es que a pesar de que los tiempos son bien cortos,
There's no way to go back and be complacent about a group of people that have no face when suddenly they start having faces. I hope that I can really take that back and nurture that idea.
As future rabbis, people will look at us as representatives of the entire Jewish community. It's a cliche, but we need to practice what we preach.
I want to find a place for social justice in my rabbinate, or find a place for my rabbinate within social justice.
There is a Jewish teaching that says you are not obligated to complete the work, but you can't refuse to participate. The vision of American Jewish World Service is that more and more people from our community become committed to pursuing justice in the world. There is work to be done. Each one of us can make a difference.